Hey everybody, Rodman here. Thanks for tuning in to Kenshi, Birth of a Hive. So last episode we started the move, and I'm going to continue that move. But one thing I wanted to do is to give these animals some names, some proper names, because I sort of failed to do that. And then also I'm going to have Ches be renamed as well. This one is of course my mistake. When is it not? That one of my patrons has two characters named after him, which is obviously an accident. Alright, so Mr. Chaz, I'm going to have you put your stuff away so that you might be able to carry one of these deer animals. Oops, let me control my game a little bit better. And let's give you some food as well. The animals as well. Oh, I guess you guys don't have backpacks. I'm going to also be looking for backpacks. So Ron is also going to do the little run, but only for protection's sake. So I did have a lot of tips from all of you. Chief amongst them, I would say, is... Well, there's two big ones that I particularly liked. One is from Andy. Andy mentions that I should consider changing my... the types of walls that I have to sort of more closely match the hiver style, so I'm going to change my walls around. I'm actually probably not going to use walls at all for a bit, because there's really no need for me to. Alright, so Ron, follow Ches. Ches, you are going to run into the World's End on the little renaming mission. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to have to hop over to Wasted here. There we are. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I won't have the... I won't bother putting up walls until I have a better idea of what my footprint of my entire base or entire structure will be. I don't really need to wall it off and then have to re-wall it later. Another thing I did was I installed a mod. I installed two mods. One that allows the renaming of animals, and another that adds more storage to boxes. That had been suggested prior, but I'm adding it in now. Okay, you know what? Mr. Super Loud Ambient Volume, you are unwelcome in my eardrums. That should allow... I mean, it's a little bit exploity, a little bit cheating, but it should allow for a cleaner base, which I'm not so much worried about... storage space, obviously, we have this massive island to ourselves. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to do is a Armorsmith Building. Now, we could definitely decide what sort of layout we want for this. I think just the standard hive houses would be pretty cool. Next to everything else that we have, but we do have some building materials that are currently in the way. I also had another tip. Oh, Ches is getting targeted. I had another tip, which was why not combine the two bases that I have into one big massive base? And I'll probably end up doing that, to be honest. Alright, so let's go back to a hive. Because, yeah, we couldn't fit an Armorsmith in the shack. Station house might be a little bit too big, and the dome should be for the queen only. So we'll build a house here. Now, before this house gets constructed, let me go position it a little bit better. So it's nice and flat. And we'll get working on that. And that's going to become our weaponsmith, and weaponsmith only. I do want different buildings with job designations. Now, another thing I wanted to do, at least for right now, and I'm going to do this the simplest way, is I want to combine both my gatehouse and my regular base into one massive base. And the easiest way to do that is to just add buildings in between them. So I will do that as well. Alright, so we're waiting on fowl raw meat and raw meat, which we have plenty of. I just need to toss that out on the ground, and then we'll get building on this this hive house. All right, checking in on Ches and Ron. They are bringing, yep. Now, we're going to be cutting directly through the cannibal area, so we got to be a little careful. We can't just bolt on through with no repercussions. That would be a little dangerous. All right. With that said, Crab, you are going to be changing the location of your weaponsmith. So I'm going to grab the fabrics, and we are going to dismantle this old smithy. And then we, at least for right now, I'm going to leave the storage for the weapons and stuff. I don't really have a place for that yet. We have to be careful not to have anything go to waste when setting up these two bases. So as you can see, they're all sort of building over here. Now we're going to have an iron refinery here. That also means that we're going to want a steel refinery, probably right next to it, so that we don't have to travel very far. So I'm going to plop a steel refinery in here. Now this stuff was temporary, and once the two bases are combined, it will no longer be necessary. But that also means that we're going to want another building, another shack, and I'm going to keep the shack here for steel. Yeah, maybe right here. Have it nice and closely located. It's a weird hill. Let's go fix that. Any of these sort of like strange orientation, I'm going to definitely fix before we construct. That will cause some of the pathing around it to be a little buggy until we reload, save and load. So actually, I'm going to put this on the top of the hill just so it's less weird. There we go. All right, that's not so bad. And yeah, if you're wondering why I'm taking so much time with this, it's just because, you know, I care about the aesthetics of the base. And again, we could do the same thing to this house. We did make sure the pitch and the roll is flat, so this doesn't look flat. But anything that needs tweaking, I can tweak between episodes off camera as well. That is always a possibility. All right, these guys are continually being targeted, but they're set on passive. We are running through the cannibal capital, basically, but as you can see here, we're running at 27 and 28 miles an hour. There's really nothing that should be able to catch us. So, not a whole lot of worries there, for sure. And then once we get the weaponsmith, the armorsmith is going to be likewise positioned not that far from the weaponsmith. We'll just sort of have a smithing district around here, is sort of the idea. So someone like Jay could be useful over here. Our engineer, our chief engineer. But some of these shacks, the shacks that are going to be a bridge between these two zones, are getting set up. So, red rain, no thorns. You've got both types of meat. Let's get you over here to finish off this building. And someone should probably notice. Geyser, let's get you over and building as a chief responsibility. Someone's targeting Ron, but again, not all that worried because we are moving so fast. As long as I don't stop, we should be fine. Alright, Jay, you are waiting on iron plates, so that means that I should collect some. We did just dump out a whole bunch. So the fastest way to do this is to just say, hey, Ray, haul to iron plate storage. Frenchie, you do 2. Thor, you do 2. This is going to allow us to clean up this base pretty quickly. And then we'll have the iron plates to do the construction. Jay, jobs are back on. You should be constructing the whole time. All right, so one of the hive shacks are done. This one back here. And let's see, Green, what are you working on? You're an engineer. Let's finish this one as well. So animal skin, building material. I think we'll have all that in just a moment. Yep. Animal skin, building material, foul meat. And Green will get that built. And then that will combine these two into one. One larger hive. Slinky here, you are going to go back to iron mining. I suspect I'm going to go through my iron pretty quickly. So it looks like we're waiting on raw meat, which Red Rain has plenty of. It's weird that I'm making buildings with meat, but you know, hivers, right? Alright, so that's another hive shack. Now at this point, if I quick save and quick load, I think if I've done my homework right, it should combine this into one big mega base. Nope, hasn't done it yet. I might have to add some additional shacks between the two to bridge. So Ches and Ron, you're already here. Perfect. So the way the animal rename mod works is you have to have the animals in another squad like this. We're going to put the animals down over here. And then, Ches, you are going to start the renaming, because I'd like to get you guys home. So that's actually not where the surgeon is. He's over here. Alright, so Ches, you're going to go first. Orsum, that's not you. Where is this surgeon? He's the old guy with the beard. Oh, here's a headhunter. I'm going to send the headhunter to the base. Yes, hivers, I'll pay. We have plenty of money. Alright, oh, is this... that looks like him, but it isn't. I'm gonna find you. Sounds like a threat. It's not. I'm gonna pay you for your services. Alright, let's have, Ches bar hop. Looking for the old man. He's not in this bar. We'll find you. Ah, there he is. Alright, so talk to the plastic surgeon. And you are going to get a new name. Jordan. And then I'm going to talk to you again and rename animals. So now he follows me around and I basically walk him over to an animal that I want renamed. That's how this works. So as you can see, he sees that I want to rename a goat. And Boops, he's my goat. Then I'm going to move Boops away, and he's going to see that I have a wild bull here as well. You know, hello. The mod isn't perfect, but it does work. It's better than save game editing, which I tried to do at first, and that really did not work that well for me. Okay, come on, see the bull. See the bull. He saw Boops so quickly. Oh, yeah, here we go. Wild bull renaming. Alright, and you are going to be Osgolo. Okay, that's enough. And he says bye. Done. They all got new names. Now, I really ought to try to find backpacks for these guys, because we have some people that likely need some backpacks. So, let's see. We got a bull and a goat. So here's a goat backpack. Another goat backpack. Gutters, crimper, goat, bone dog. I wish they all didn't look the same. Spider, river raptor. Oh my god, there's so many. There's so many goat backpacks, but no bulls. Ah, what bull? I didn't find any. All you guys can then be rolled back into the same squad. Let's go give the goat backpack. Goat gets a little bit faster, but only marginally with that purchase. I'm just trying to... Let's do a quick search for the bull backpack if I can find one. Just a whole lot of goat ones. Actually, you know what? Bulls are... I take it back. Bulls are... They naturally have backpacks in vanilla Kenshi. And that's probably why I can't find them on these vendors that don't normally sell animal backpacks. That's probably what's going on here. Almost certainly. So forget it. I will find a bull backpack later. Osgolo and Droiden. Go pick up for a little creature express. Follow Jordan. And you guys made it here. Easy peasy, no problem at all. So let's make it home. Alright, so we got some of these shacks set up. The hive house is done. Alright, Thorns is going to go get some plating. And then we'll dump it up. Oh, farm trader on my way to the Iron Hive HQ. That's good. That possibly will add some additional animals. Steel Refinery just finished. Oh, I guess Thorns, we didn't need you here. Alright, well there's some extra iron plates. But yeah, I forgot. We're actually manufacturing iron plates over here, so it's not difficult to find storage. Okay, Talon, you are going to put storage for steel. Guess I'll rotate it like I have been the other ones. And then a little light, little torch. Alright, Jay's setting that up pretty quick. There we go. Alright, now my steel smelters that are over yonder. Let's go ahead and break this down. It is a lot of effort to move. No joke about that at all. Considerable effort. So dismantle. There's a bunch of iron plates spilling out. And then we'll have steel bars to move as well. And copper and all that. It's a process. Alright, Slinky and Jarrett. Where is Jarrett? Slinky already has a job. Jert, I mean. You, instead of following Meat Pants... Oh, gone too far. You are going to steel refine. And I'm going to upgrade my iron refinery as well. Where is Delirious? Alright, he's already mining. Wasted's mining. Alright. So that means I just need to... Sorry, I'm just managing a whole lot of stuff all at once. There's a lot of little moving pieces. Let's see here. Jert. We're going to move you up. Where's G-Man? Might as well leave the time rolling. Making sure that they're both moving and staying close. Good. I cannot wait till I'm all set up. But I do enjoy the process. That's not to diss the process. Oh, Geyser, you're over there. No wonder I couldn't find you. Alright, go join them up here. Now those little shacks are sort of placeholders so that these areas can merge, but eventually I do plan on branching out and combining the two. So you two are going to steel refine, and then you're going to haul to the steel bars when there's nothing left to do. Talon, let's get you engineering just because you're standing around. It's not like Red Rain and Thorns can do it. And Jay, I also... So this is going to be some smithy. Let's make it our weapon smithy. So... Put a weaponsmith right in the middle. And I eventually want to make this area look homey. I don't want it to look just like it did before. I want it to actually look like a nice building. So that's another thing I'm going to have to invest in. And of course, there's still, you know, iron spiders like literally next to me here. I haven't forgotten about that. Recruits deliveries on their way. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to get my crossbow people ready to fight. I think I'm going to research steel bars too with the little remaining ancient science books that I have. Let's see. You guys are still moving. You are getting closer. They're already outside of the cannibal, where we're likely to get cannibals. Let's move you in. Alright, now Jay has plenty of materials. He doesn't have to keep running around. Glorious. Fully charged, fully power stored. Good. Another thing I'm going to need is, whoa, hello there, is a ranch or ranch-like building project, because we are going to, that was the sort of the idea behind at least keeping, the bulls will be part of the caravan. They're really good caravan animals, but the goats, not so much. So Jordan, you are going to take your weapon bag and your armor and your backpack. And Ron, you're going to do the same. Although you never ditched your backpack. And then you guys can, well, you're going to roll into the keepers for now. And then you guys could just roll back into any group that you want. Now we have some people coming. Some visitors. Alright, I'm going to send all of my crossbow... Oh, that's the mainland. All my crossbow people up this way. Because I want to clear out the immediate area. So, that also means... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mess up my squads a good bit. But this is sort of my go squish the Iron Spiders task force, if you will. Alright, so we're going straight to Smith 3. Alright, as you can see, our steel bars here, we are cranking through them. We're also going to have an upgraded steel bar. So this weaponsmith is done. That also means that, Jay, excuse me, get back in there just a moment. Alright, that's... What we'll need in here is a fabric storage. So let's get a fabric chest in right there. Looks good. And then we could do with the steel storage out here. That's not that far of a run. Actually, no. Forget the fabric storage. So what I'm going to do is I want some interior design here. So first, we need weapon storage. I mean, that's that should be obvious. So we'll get some weapon cabinets, but here I'm going to put them in the doorway. As if they're displays. And get another light over on them. And then for interior, let's see. We'll want a bed. Because hypothetically, our craftspeople are sort of living in here, right? And I'm going to... Well, actually, let's do a hive bed. It requires a lot of animal skins, but I should start investing in what things that look like hive. A stool for when he's idle. A bedside table, maybe. With another stool. And then, oops, that's the wrong key. An interior wall. So that he has a little bit of privacy. It's not going to be perfect. I guess that's sort of a partition. Let's see. There's a lot of other things. I can also make crazy things like safes and whatnot. Shelves and baskets. A lot of the stuff I will add in as sort of spice later. But for now, that'll work. I think at this point we need Red Rain to go haul some building materials over from over here. All right. I also brought Ron, Droiden, Beep. We'll start off with the... where is Beep? Oh, he's coming. We'll start off with hivers fighting the spiders. And I'm going to slow down time so I can shoot without any errors. So Beep, you are going to job off. Ooh, someone just got a really nice plug on the chest there. Alright, Slinky, Wasted, you should be passive. Delirious is already passive. All the people that generally stay home are going to be set to passive. As you can see, because of my really thick armor, I'm just not taking damage that high. In fact, Ron is dodging most of this. And this is why I felt comfortable moving, is because we're finally to a point where my home team can really successfully deal with spiders without a lot of friendly fire incidents. But Droiden, you're gonna hop back to it. We drew another... Oh, you guys should be shooting. Drew another spider in. And one more goes down. And yeah, I'm really not suffering a whole lot. The amount of damage I've been taking is pretty marginal. I'll do a quick health check in a sec, but I can just tell you. Ron. Beep's the most hurt, but it's not even like he's at risk of anything. Alright, looking good. Clearing out the area. Nope, Beep actually got knocked unconscious. He took too many chest hits in a row. Possibly even friendly fire. You never know. Alright, another one goes down. Queen, you are supposed to be healing, splint rigging. What are you doing right now? You are trying to engineer. I'm going to take that off of you. Don't have a medkit. Hella does. Hella has hella medkits. Frenchie, time to bump some medkits from Hella. Alright, so Beep's fine. We just got steel bars too, so let's upgrade the steel refinery. And I have not yet looted this spider, so let's go do that too. Don't want him getting up after purposely knocking him out. Alright, this weaponsmith is coming along. Actually, Queen, yeah, if you... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. If you want to engineer, you can. She could do whatever she wants. Alright, I'm gonna have everybody around here go help to engineer as well. So yeah, there was 3 spiders. Didn't take a whole lot of effort. We got them cleared pretty quick. Now, another thing is there should be some signage. So this is a weaponsmith. Signs are a lot easier to place in the sort of dev menu. I can't even tell which way this sign goes. But let's try to put it there. I don't know if I'm doing this right because I haven't put signs before. Oh, that's the weapon cabinet. Alright, I did send one of the bone dogs over to grab some materials. There's a whole lot of building materials. And soon we're going to go employ Crab over here so that he can... Come on now, music. Why do you do this to me? Alright, Crab, you're going to switch squads here. Up to keepers. And we're going to tell you to use the weaponsmith. So, let's get rid of everything else. And send you on this way. Now, it's also possible that I'm going to need another iron refinery. I don't know if what we have is enough. Alright, they have wares for me. They have, what is this, the farm trader? Wow, they came all the way up here? Alright, cool. Beat, you can be our representative. They brought along some iron plates, I guess. There's really nothing I need here. I'll buy 2 iron plates, even though I'm manufacturing my own. Alright, bye-bye. Thanks for how useful that you were. Alright, so now, we have 1 freed up job because, G-Man, we're gonna repurpose you somewhere else. Because this, refinery does not require 2 workers anymore, so Jert's gonna get back there. Alright, don't have any building materials. Well, that was what Red Rain was for. He is going to add plenty. Alright, that sign does not look like it's going to construct, like, ever. I'll have to fix that at some point. No, I don't want to click that. Yeah, I'll fix that later. Alright, Crab. You are smithing, so I gotta give you something to smith, right? That's kind of how it works. 1 of each, please. Nope, topper doesn't count. Polearm, naginata. Okay, yeah, that's 1 of each. And the next thing I want to do is another house. So this next house will be for armor smithing. And then I need a house for tailoring as well. So this will be... Let's just ignore the fact that I'm turning my back to the Queen's center dome. Oh, actually the weaponsmith is being built. Alright, so this, let's do pitch... Yaw of 0. That didn't really look like it. Didn't look like it worked. It doesn't really matter. The tilt is fine. The building's usable. The tilt is fine. Alright, so Crab, you are missing fabrics. Let's have you go down here and grab some manually. Soon we'll be manufacturing fabrics up here. And that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to I'm going to organically design these bases step by step so that they sort of serve a purpose. We'll have like armor districts, we'll have food and barracks. You know, they'll be designed in that way. All right, Crab, how's it going? Whoa, you ran all the way. You ran a little bit too far. All right, this storage is empty. Let's get rid of it. I am hoping to eventually sort of remove all the storage that we no longer need. I'm eager about that. All of these external boxes and all that stuff. It'll be great to remove it. All right, Queen, I have a question for you. Can I... Yes, fertility is good around here. So I could... You don't have any building material? Oh, we're waiting for fowl meat. Neat. So that means that as far as farming goes, I could do a Cotton XL here. So that we have an Armorsmith that's immediately fed by farms. That's sort of the concept. But this... no, that farm's not floating that bad. But I'll probably figure out where I want my... another hive house. I want my sort of clothing, tailor, etc. And then put the cotton farms out there. So I could put this here, although that is quite tilted. Maybe right like that. Seems about right. Alright, for farming. That does mean I'm going to have a lot of redundant farming. I'm going to have a lot of redundancy everywhere. But I'm fine with that. So... let's see. We're going to do one of these, and then maybe we'll do light posts? I don't know how illuminating these light posts are, but we'll set them up like that. Let's go back to farming. So 2 Cotton XLs. That should be plenty. And then we'll also set up some hemp. So, if we have 2 Cotton XLs, that does mean that we need to go grab some cotton for the engineering project. So let's get over there. And then this is going to be our Armorsmith. Now, the Armorsmith is going to have a heck of a lot more stuff designed. Oh, look at that silly door. I think when I was leaning everything, the doors were the ones being redesigned or moved around. So for crafting, we want chainmail armor crafting bench. Another thing I think I need to do before I do anything else is a quick save and load. So first, I'm going to do a fix stuff. Nothing needs to be fixed. I'm going to do a quick save and a quick load because that refreshes the meshes. So then I should not... Yeah, there we go. As you can see, I no longer have floating doors or anything silly like that. Let's go in here and crafting. So in here we'll have the chainmail section back here. Just put it back there. So that makes chainmail armor, and then we need the sheet fabrication, which can be right next to it. And then storage for the sheets. Not all of the interaction points need to be lit up. It's fine if they don't. One lit over that should do. We'll get that set up, and then we'll do the heavy and the light and all that other stuff. Oh, my weapon sign is officially built. That's cool. And another thing I'm planning on designing into the base is essentially seating for anyone that's idle. So Crab, when he's idle, will sit on his own stool. So that way I know he's idle. You know, he'll sit down. It doesn't sound that fancy, but it will definitely help out trying to figure out who needs more work, who is idle, who is busy, etc., etc. All right, Red Rain. Could we fish up some additional... No, we're still not one big city yet. I probably need to bridge the gap some more. So another way to find out... Yeah, so I need a shack here-ish to bridge. I'll just throw that down. The way I determined that is that I went into my F12 and I saw the sphere of influence of this HQ with the sphere of influence of the gatehouse, and they don't yet overlap. You can see these two spheres here faintly. So for me to combine them, I need to add some additional buildings. All right, Red Rain got some more plates and building materials, and he's going to go run over with them. Now, the advantage of one big one is raids will be sent to the singular base, which is nice. I won't have raids going to different bases. And then additionally, they share resources, they share power, they share everything. Not a whole lot of disadvantages, which is why I went ahead and did it. Now, Thorns, you're over here for a different reason, right? You're over here to grab some cotton because we are making some farms. So, Rain, let's go get some cotton as well. And then eventually all of my farms will be relocated as well. So this thing needs a little hive fowl, or a lot of little fowl meat. Now, I'm definitely eager to have Snowy or Resnick start making the armor. And that, of course, is another steel bars task. So let's see. We have... I guess this is technically clothes? Oh, armor set. There we go. Let's hope that's facing the right way. All right, Jay, you've been more or less up here the full time engineering, so let's have you switch squads too. After I have the base sort of laid out the way I want it, I'm going to go to considerable effort to try to strength train everybody that I can. That is my next big task. Where is Jay? I'm staring at him in Hands of the Queen, but... there he is. Alright, Jay. Is there fowl meat? No, there is not fowl meat. Where did all my fowl meat go? Did you all eat it or something? I think I'm just using a lot of fowl meat for the construction. So let me go sort... oh, he beat past some. Mr. Beeper. Go build that. I might need to go kill some beak things or river raptors for additional meat. Alright, so if I check the sphere of influence here, so you can see it still needs a little bit of a combination encouragement. So building Hive Shack. And eventually, I'll be able to get rid of all these shacks. Recruits Delivered just showed up. That's exciting. Queen, how about you run over and turn jobs off for a moment? So you've got some drones, 2 drones, 3 drones, and a soldier. All right. Taking a look at my list of people to add. There is definitely... so... I have at least 2 right off the top of my head that I can add in. I'm just trying to make sure I do them in a nice, orderly fashion. So you... no, never mind. You are going to be welcomed in. Congratulations, Blazer. Where's the queen? Queen, go talk to this one. And congratulations, Decatist. Alright, I think that is... Oh, right, one more. And Phoenix. Fully understanding the irony of that name, you needn't worry. Alright, I don't have time to outfit you guys yet. I'm right in the middle of the base design, but it is nice that I was able to add some additional faces to the group. That is really hard to tell that is Armory, but at least I'll know it. Alright, so we still have need of some additional cotton, which is why I sent Red Rain down here to go source it. And then, of course, we don't have any farmers that are managing it at the moment. So that's going to be another issue that we'll have to face. Hela is being attacked by what? I saw that flash. I'll have to keep an eye on that. So we need animal skins and raw meat for this. So Jay has the animal skins. And Hela, you're going to go get some raw meat. Now, because this lies outside of the sphere of influence of some of the... I think actually the problem with constructing is finding the interaction point. So Hela, oh yeah, there is a spider over here, isn't there? Bone dogs away. Well, that was fast. Bone dogs just shredded it like it don't exist. Hela did take a little bit of damage to the leg though. I apologize, Hela. Didn't mean for you to get hurt. Alright. Shack is built. Hopefully this combines the two. Oh, very narrowly. It might actually work if I do a save and load. Because I think we have enough. Nope, apparently it isn't. Guys, what is going on? I've actually tested this. It should work. Alright, let's make one more shack. Oh, I didn't mean to do that way. I didn't mean to dev mode it in. I meant to actually build it. There we go. Alright, taking a look at this Armorsmith. So, for chain, we do have hiver chain shirts and black and hiver chain shirts. So, the difference between the two is, I think, stealth effect. So, there's really... They require the same amount of fabrics and material, so there's really no disadvantage to go blackened. Alright, that's good. Now, Snowy. Where are you, Snowy? Snowy, you're coming up here with Crab. I'm going to wipe out your current tasks. And get that set up. So we're waiting on foul raw meat for this last house here, which will be our clothier. Or tailor, or whatever you want to call it. We have lost howlers wandering in. It's alright, they're not hostile. We don't necessarily need to focus fire them. Now, I do believe that I'm out of fowl meat entirely. Oh, Slinky has some. Crab is, getting the polearms done. Oh, he's dual-wielding them right now. And Snowy's getting the chain sheets done for the armor. What I will need is armor storage, but I'm going to do armor storage, so... let's see. Storage. Armor storage. Just like I did on the weaponsmith, it's going to be right by the door and illuminated. Then I also need stools as well. So... for now, I'm just going to do a stool, not the bed. But we'll have a stool here. So I don't think these farms are all that illuminated. I think I would need to change the orientation of this. Whoa, that is the wrong axis. I was trying to go for yaw here. And then once I save and load, that will be illuminating it properly. Whoa, what did we do to this iron spider? Its legs are so totally destroyed, it's ridiculous. Oh, didn't mean to do new game. Alright, well, these two aren't combining, but I'll worry about that later. I can do that off camera if need be. Alright, now I was going through everybody to make sure that there's no foul meat that I have not yet seen. I know I'm flicking through them quick. And checking the boxes as well. Oh yeah, I do have some in the box. Okay. Alright, we'll just send Hella over here to go pick it up. And that will allow for the clothing bench. For the clothing house. I'm hauling over the Lost Howler Club as well. Alright, looking good. Yet another hive house built. Alright, let's add a sign. So this will be clothes. Then let's go inside and set these up. So what are we going to want? We are going to want a clothing bench, which is the sort of central crafting station with a ceiling light and a stool. And then storages. This will be armor storage as well, because clothing is technically armor. But these storages are going to be separated. And then additionally with a light. So that's good for now. And then we're also going to want a cotton and hemp loom. So I'll put the looms over here. And then storage. Fabric storage chest in between. Or actually, we'll put fabric storage chest by the door. That way, anyone that needs fabrics can easily grab them and don't have to go further into the building. Now, the other issue is because our two cities have not yet combined, the power draw for this city up here, well, it's out of fuel first and foremost, but the power draw for the city up there is pretty high. And until we start to add some additional generators, it's going to be challenging to keep the lights on. Also, not really sure why these two haven't combined, but that's a different problem. All right, Beep, you are going to go get some fuel and bring it over to the new place. Soon, I will set up like a proper power grid thing up here. Alright, because I ran out of power, everything stopped refining. Things kind of ground to a halt, as you can see with Crab. Crab, so sad. Where's the weapons that you're making going? Oh, they're on you. Yes, yes. Let's actually have Crab carry one of these giant Madman clubs so that all of the weapons he makes gets put to storage. Alright, I would say another iron refinery would not be a terrible, terrible thing. So I'm going to go down to mining and slap another iron refinery in. This is something I figured was going to be required. But yeah, now it's definitely confirmed. Now, I do have a bunch of electrical components, cotton. Oh, cotton and hemp should be stored in here as well. So let's do that. Cotton is a big old box. We're going to want a light over that. And then hemp storage. Now, there's also the possibility of having a stone mine here, too. So I would want to find a high... Oh, yeah, right there. I could put the iron spider right in the middle of stone mine. Let's see. I could put a stone mine back there. Alright, Snowy, when you're idle, sit on this stool. So right now, all of the iron plates that we're making are just going to construction projects. But now we have a stone mine with 100% yield. And then let's go to crafting, and we can do building materials, or rather mining a stone processor back here. And another shack. For the building materials. Quite a lot of industry tucked into that little corner. So we're waiting on a heck of a lot of iron plates. What I'm going to do is power down the steel refinery so we don't use any of the iron plates making steel. It will halt iron. It will halt weapon and armor smithing, but it will allow us to add some additional manufacturing capacity. And then for storage up here, we're going to want building materials. And that way we can start cleaning up all of the stuff that we have. Then additionally, a ceiling light, or actually a torch post. That's what we've been doing. These little shacks. Now I would say at this point, it would also probably be good to add in some additional crafting. So there was also heavy armor smithy. And I could plop that in one of these corners. The reason why I'm using these houses is they're nice and squared, which definitely runs some benefit. And another thing I should do is over to the Hands of the Queen, or to this group. I'm going to start breaking down a lot of this, a lot of these boxes that I no longer need, and benches that I no longer need. Because they have iron plates in them, and these iron plates are going to be useful elsewhere. I just need to make sure that the boxes themselves are empty, or we lose stuff. Because as you can see, sometimes they're not empty. So, Pharaoh. Let's have you switch armors. And Knave. Louis. I'm definitely slapping a whole lot of armor on these guys. And Hollow. And one of the new guys. Where are you, new guy? Oh, you were over... Yeah, I see. Actually, don't put your pants away. Just melt them down. Alright, and you guys are going to need weapons, so I'll give you these heavy pole arms. Who else? There was Phoenix and Dakatist. Bring both of you in here for a bit of an outfit change. I don't necessarily have enough armor for everybody, but yeah, it's a start. Alright, where is Blazer and Phoenix? Here's Phoenix. Phoenix actually started with a different set of pants. And get you your weapon. And some chest armor. And then Blaze here with chest armor. Alright, well, at least you guys aren't naked. You got some decent weapons and stuff. Alright, I'm going to start to... everybody's going to have all sorts of weird tasks. Alright, dismantle. The more I dismantle, the more iron plates I recover. The more iron plates I recover, the quicker I set up the new base. Which is why I'm trying to dismantle as much as I can. Might seem a little destructive, but it's for a good purpose. Alright, Jay, what do I need you to do here? Armor storage, we could get rid of. This armor storage and that armor storage still has plenty left in it. At this point, probably almost everybody has the armor that they need. Now, I know the armor plate in progress is going to get destroyed, but I'm okay with that. Same with this. There's some materials that I'm just fine with nuking, so to speak. Because it definitely speeds us up. So, let's get you over here, over to these guys, and see how our iron refinery is coming along. Now, all of these mining nodes take only one miner each. So I also have to be cognizant of that as well. All right, here's the plates that I meant to bring up. As you can see there, not all of the iron plates we're making is going to the second iron refinery. But enough of them are, I think. So we have some pretty good storage here. We have our clothing bench. Then I'm going to make this leather as well. You could say that leather is armor, but we have so much actual armor that I'm going to put my leathering in here as well. So leather armor crafting bench will go in here. Leather tanning bench will go in here. And then for storage, animal skins, which would be down here somewhere. Skins and leather, and then lights, and then also the bench, the stool. All right. As far as building materials go, Ron, could you haul... Oh, actually, hell, you're standing in them. Just to tidy up the area here, I'm having Hella haul the stuff that belongs in storage to storage. We're also going to need to do electrical components, but I actually think the electrical components aren't going to be around here. They're going to be over here where the copper is. And yeah, that does mean we'll have a long haul, but so be it. Well, guys, that's about all the time I have for this episode. I ran a little long. I hope you've enjoyed this base design episode. If you have any suggestions for the base design episode, I'd love to hear them. So I wanted to thank Andy for his idea to use makeshift swamp walls, as they will look more hiver-like, and Etu for trying to keep the bases combined. It hasn't worked yet, but I'll tinker with it to get it working off camera. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you're a patron of mine and would like a character named after you, just drop me a line, and I do hope that you tune in next time. Adios, everybody.